message, a response to that very odious and nonsensical statement by a supposed lawyer who should understand and realize the dictates and the principles of the rule of law. Unfortunately, he threw caution to the wind and decided to mislead the public. So let me read the statement. We listened carefully to Mr. Felix Morka's interview on national television and the very unfortunate commentaries passed by a supposed national spokesperson of our party, the APC, against our stand on the legislative overreach and coup d'etat orchestrated by members of the Rivers State House of Assembly to oust the governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, and his deputy, Professor Mrs. Nwauju. The embarrassing response of Mr. Morka to the question posed to him by Mr. Nifemi of TVC over the status of the spokesperson of our party, Mr. Darlington Nwauju, spokesperson as in Rivers State, who issued statements on the behalf of the party in Rivers over the self-serving and unpopular attempt at removing the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and Professor Mrs. Nwauju from office. He said, and I quote, "He used to be an official of the old ESCO, but I doubt if he is part of the current ESCO." We are alarmed at the continuous ridicule, disrespect and disregard for lawful court rulings by Mr. Felix Morka, which has cast a big question mark to the authenticity of the statements, comments, opinions published by the legally recognized party spokesperson in Rivers State. We are therefore calling for his disbarment, owing to the fact that suit number PAC/3592/CS/2023 Samsam Etetego vs APC and suit number 3859/CS/2024 Oguju Obran Ndike vs APC and others both nullified the purported dissolution of executives elected in October 16, 2021 and voided the kangaroo congresses conducted in November of 2023 to replace the executives elected in October 2021, thereby giving Mr. Nwauju the audacity to speak for the party in Rivers. Since we are practicing a constitutional democracy and our party is built on progressive ideals to defend democratic practice and promote the rule of law, Mr. Morka has lost the moral high ground to continue to act as a national officer of our great party, having elected to come on national television to promote partisan interpretation to subsisting court rulings over the party leadership question in Rivers APC. This misleading narrative is too dangerous to be ignored by any true member of our party praying for the party to mobilize and win election fair and square in Rivers for Mr. President. We dare say that Mr. Morka should have kept quiet rather than using his interview to launder the image of a non-party member over and above one of the party's governors who doubles as the undisputable and undisputed leader of our party in Rivers State. Again, we are also aware that the National Working Committee outside of the NEC is the conscience of our party and should not continue to condone persons who are out to promote divisiveness over and above internal party cohesion. We are further aware of the provisions of Article 13 sub 4 paragraph XVI, which states thus: the National Working Committee shall liaise with governments formed by the party at all levels with a view to ensuring that members of the party are accorded priority in appointments into public offices and shall provide periodic reports in this regard to the NEC. We are therefore at a loss why Mr. Morka, a national officer of the APC, would downplay the serious issue of a self-serving impeachment process against a serving APC governor. The opinion of Mr. Morka, which we very well know is entirely personal and cannot pass for the stand of the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress in Nigeria, leaves so much to be desired and calls to question his loyalty to the All Progressive Congress. Mr. Morka's poor attitude to the collective well-being and interests of our party leaves both a black eye and sour taste on the lip of party faithfuls across Rivers State and even beyond. We are tempted to ask, is Mr. Morka truly working for the victory of the APC? Mr. Morka is a trained lawyer who should know better, but has willfully chosen to look the other way because the crisis profits him economically. We believe it is now time for the NBA and specifically the Legal Practitioners Privileges Council to investigate and review the deliberate scandalous conduct of Mr. Morka, whose comments and behaviour on national television are calculated to detract from the dignity of the court and cause irreparable reputational damage to the legal profession in Nigeria. Mr. Morka's unfortunate views clearly negate the culture, behaviour and spirit of a true party man. We therefore have lost confidence in Mr. Morka and demand his immediate resignation from office. We are aware that the likes of Mr. Felix Morka have been profiting from the unfortunate situation in Rivers State since the chapter was plunged into crisis sometime in November 2023. And he has vowed to turn a blind eye to the obvious attempt to stampede validly elected executives out of office, even against very potent judgments of court. For the avoidance of doubt, we point Morka and his likes to the letters of Article 7, Sub 1, Article 7, Sub IX, and Article 7, Sub X of the APC Constitution under the aims and objectives of the party, which provides us: 1. To promote and foster the unity, political stability and national consciousness of the people of Nigeria. Secondly, to promote and uphold the principles and practice of internal democracy at all levels of the party. And lastly, to institutionalize, maintain and foster representative democracy, discipline and observance of the rule of law in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Felix Morka's views and opinions in that unfortunate television interview is a tacit approval for disrespect to one of the governors of our party and a betrayal of his oath of office as a party officer. The same attitude displayed in public event few weeks ago by his friend Chief Victor Giadom, who openly referred to the governor of Rivers State as so-called. Mr. Morka, who should, like Caesar's wife, be beyond suspicion, has failed woefully to command the respect of majority of our party members in Rivers, having severally abandoned the core essence of party solidarity and camaraderie at different times, such as when our party campaign venues came under bombardment on January 19, 2023 at Nwauju playground in Port Harcourt, or when our members were slaughtered at Ahoda West on March 18, 2023. Nobody in any of the state chapters of the All Progressive Congress require Mr. Morka's validation or authorization to do their jobs. as he is neither bigger than the party constitution nor the rule of law, and it is shameful that a trained lawyer would prefer to sacrifice professionalism on the altar of emergency friendships. Let it be also known that henceforth we shall not accept Mr. Morka's continuous contemptuous comments, which not only shamefully negates the rule of law but also breaches our rights and privileges as validly elected executives of the party in Rivers, as affirmed by the judgment order of August 12, 2024, delivered by Justice S.H. Apiroko of the Rivers State High Court. We do not want to go beyond this point to discuss Mr. Morka's private activities, but we shall be forced to expose the real reasons for which he has chosen to disgrace the legal profession, because we can no longer stomach his penchant for disparaging legitimate party executives in the way and manner he has subscribed to do. Away from that, we take leave of this. Part of the summary is that if the court has declared anybody a legitimate ESCO, any person, no matter how highly placed, any individual anywhere in Nigeria under the Nigerian constitution, especially a trained lawyer, who now says he doubts or shows disrespect to the judiciary by questioning or disparaging court rulings, as Mr. Morka has clearly shown in several of his remarks, then that person needs to have his legal licenses re-examined, and we have said that his license should be reviewed because it amounts to a shambolic disgrace to the legal profession for a lawyer of Mr. Morka's standing to constantly denigrate the ruling of court. The court has said these are the legitimate executives of the party in Rivers State, and another court had nullified the purported congresses in quotes conducted in November of 2023, and so Mr. Morka cannot be bigger than the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and so that is why we are calling for his immediate resignation from office.